Each week, some of my friends and I have the opportunity to go down to a boys' home about an hour south of Hualien City. And the location is called Guangfu. And this boys' home, most of the boys come from either broken families or some kind of violent background, whether they were the ones who inflicted it on other people or maybe they are victims of abuse. Each week we focus on building relationships with them. Two of my friends help the boys learn piano, and then me and a couple others, we just play games with them. And at first it might just seem like playing games isn't doing much, but the first step to ministering to people, I think, is by building relationships with them. If someone doesn't know that you love them or care about them, they're not as willing to trust you. And if they're not as willing to trust you, they're not as willing to listen to what you have to say. So I think that part is really important. And so each week we're able to play games with them, help them a little bit with English, and even talk with them. And as we talk with them, opportunities come up where we're able to share God's love with them. Sometimes on the weekends, if we're free, we'll go down and play basketball with them. Or other times, if they have a sporting event or maybe a singing competition, we will go and watch them. Because if we didn't go, a lot of their families are not able to come. So we just really focus on supporting them, encouraging them, and sharing God's love with them. I think it's really important to focus not just, especially for example at the boys' home, not just as, 50 boys who live here, but as individual people who have their own goals and ambitions in life. And doing that, playing games and actually getting to know them one-on-one by talking with them and building that relationship is really great. And one of the times I was there, I met one of the boys and I got to talking with him. And we only talked a small bit and then we left and I didn't think much of it. Then earlier this year during Chinese New Year, I was in Taipei and I was going to set off a lantern and there were thousands of people there, and suddenly a teenage boy came up to me and asked if I had ever come to his home, as in the boys' home. And I was shocked. I said, yeah. I said, why? He said, do you remember me? I am, and he gave me his name. And he said, I remember that you came last year when your friend and you were visiting Taiwan just for a month, and you gave us bracelets that you had made. And then he said he also remembered that we came earlier in the fall and played games with them. And so just that small bit, we were able to talk with him, and apparently he had left the home. So that whole day we ended up being able to encourage him not only to go back to the home, but also to get a job and be responsible. And find out later on that about a month later, he actually ended up going back to the home. So we really praise God for that. And that just helped encourage me that just one person you can impact.